As we got closer to our destination, the traffic began to coagulate before slowing to a grinding halt. I pulled a baseball cap, a scarf and sunglasses from the duffel bag and asked the driver to let me out over the internal intercom. The driver, who had not shown the initiative to use the back roads or punctuality waiting by the car door on my arrival, sounded relieved. He double-checked my instructions just to make sure. I told him I couldn't sit around there all day doing nothing. Somebody might mistake me for a politician. The driver laughed hard at this, presumably to ensure a weighty tip. He drove away disappointed. No wonder I didn't use that car service very often. In truth, I used no one car service with anything approaching regularity. It reduced the chances of becoming predictable, and therefore easily locatable. That is why I never gave the exact address of my destination, and always got out a few streets early. Admittedly not usually that far away, but it wasn't raining, and I did so love to walk among the sheeple. That had been one of Dexter's favourite words. My identity safely concealed behind the cap, scarf and sunglasses, I moved purposefully, pounding my way along the bustling pavement, my duffel bag slung over my shoulder. It gave me an enormous sense of well-being to walk among the general population, unknown and unchallenged. While I could fit in among you, looking, walking and talking like you, I was not one of you. Not for a long time. I am considerably wealthy. Despite my poor genetic building blocks, my IQ is 149. I have 6% body fat and can run a mile in a little over 4 minutes. During my troubled teen years, I was diagnosed as suffering from a superiority complex. I've always dismissed this as nonsense. I did not think I was better than everybody else. I knew it. I had helped craft world events that had impacted on and shaped these people's lives, and they didn't have a Scooby. Not a clue. My medium height, lean, muscular build, and penchant for dark clothing meant I fitted in. It was quite important not to stick out in my line of work. Once upon a time, I had mistaken my medium stature as being a disadvantage. It was Dexter who pointed out its benefits in this line of work. To fit in and to belong were crucial. My happy disposition was, as always, gilded with an overarching, constant vigilance. You might start to think I'm sounding a little paranoid at this point. Doing what I do, paranoia is viewed as a professional necessity. As I approached the Redcliffe Consulting offices, I scanned my view for anything out of the ordinary, anything that did not belong. The Redcliffe Consulting offices were the only place you could find me, even if it was only once or twice a week. The offices were the only thing Ryan Radbyrne was publicly attached to. If you wanted to find me, this is probably where you would start. There were no unusual vehicles or bystanders that I had mentally flagged, and nothing was out of place from the 1,000 or so times I had scanned this vista before. Content the coast was clear, I pulled down my baseball cap, ever fearful of London's web of CCTV cameras, and weaved through the traffic on the busy side street. I arrived at the short flight of stairs outside the office complex, ready for work.